Closing the deal. So this is the final stage of the sales process. So when you have made your presentation, the time is to close the deal. So how to close the deal efficiently and successfully? So at this stage, ask about the contract. There might have been earlier already, for example, at the needs assessment stage, certain discussion about a contract buying interest. But the actual question about sealing the deal comes at this stage. You might summarize the offer at the end or make the customer to summarize everything. Then certain way you create a situation where customer certain way like makes the deal his or hers. You might ask, for example, how you like it. How does the offer deal look from customer's perspective? Objections. Customer might hesitate certain kind of type of issues, or might be wondering certain type of issues in your offer, and in that situation they might make objections. Deal with them correctly and the customer signs the contract. So try to find in the sales discussion answers for those questions and deal with them correctly, and that might be a good way to seal the deal. There could be many situations where customers don't agree. If that situation happens, always ask customer why. Then you have basis for further discussion and you know what customer thinks. And it's very important to find a solution for the salesperson. You might ask customer to sign a contract. Clear, simple question about that. Or for example, you might ask, how do you want to pay? You might ask about the date or terms of delivery or something like that. As we have discussed earlier in the class, this might be a long process. So when you call the customer or when you visit the customer first time, so in many cases that's not the stage where you close the deal. So you might be meeting customer several times. It might be a long process. We are talking about in some type of product deliveries, for example, several months time periods, or even talking about time exceeding 1 year. It's possible. It depends on the purchased product in business to business markets. Basically, needs assessment, as we have discussed earlier, very important issue to find out what our customer needs, what kind of needs we find tailor-made solution. If you have done that very well, it should be fairly easy to offer a solution to meet customer needs. If you have needs and your own product characteristics meeting, you can provide solutions for those customer needs. Buying signals. I have sent you with this email a separate document about buying signals. We have also discussed in the class a little bit about the buying signals earlier. This is a very complicated issue. So basically in the sales discussion you might confront issues expressed by customers which can be interpreted as buying signals. you have to recognize them as a salesperson. They show customers' willingness to buy the product, and you have buying signals in many different forms. You have to grab those signals and ask customer to close the deal and sign the contracts and provide answers for the issues that customer is wondering about. And these objections, so they are one form of buying signals as well. Finding solutions, answers for those issues customer hesitates or is wondering about might be a key to close the deal. And then, very simple, as we have discussed also already in this video earlier, so is the question to close the deal. Ask straight a question, like for example, shall we make a deal? And when you have made the question, wait. So wait until customer answers. Don't start to talk. This might be culturally, in some cultures, so very difficult situation. In Finnish culture, for example, it's not. It shouldn't be, at least. Wait. So the answer is yes or no, or something like yes, but. But wait for the customer answer, and then response, and then react to that. So at this stage, try to close the deal right after customer expresses interest towards making the deal, and use those different methods to deal with this issue. And one important issue at the end is definitely after sales related issue. So from salesperson's perspective, the deal is not end when you have signed a contract. And you have to think about also in sales discussion issues also after those issues that take place after the deal has been signed. So remember these after sales activities, which play a very, very important role in business to business marketing. So you might think about your own case. What kind of issues might be discussed? What are the important after sales services, for example, which should be delivered, which should be discussed, which should be included in the deal, which play a very, very important role in that kind of overall customer satisfaction of related to the delivered product. So we are not only talking about, as you remember from business to business marketing, so we are not only talking about the core product, but we are talking about the combination of product and services. And take a look at that separate Word document I sent here about the buying signals.